a story. Abba Omna. You know who Abba Omna was? Abba Omna, the Gemara says, it's in Masechet Ta'anit, right? We learned it in the third Perek. Listen to this story. Amazing, fantastic story. So, every day, he would get a bat kol, like a voice from heaven. Imagine you wake up in the morning, you say, Modeani lefanecha, melech chai v'kayam, shechazar davi nishmati b'chamla rabba emunatecha. And then you wake up, and all of a sudden you hear a heavenly voice coming down. Good morning, Abba Omna. Shalom Aleichem, Abba Omna. That's how it was every day. Gemara says that. However, it says by Abaye, it was every Friday, right before Shabbat. Before Shabbat, Abaye, Shabbat Shalom from the heavens. This is the Gemara, you can check it out. Daf Kaf in Masechet Ta'anit. Right? Kaf Aleph Amud Bet, to be exact. It's on the bottom of the page. So now what happened was, Abaye is like, what's happening? Why does this Abba Omna get a heavenly voice that comes out every single day? It's pshat. So they went out, they found out, and they told him. Says, what he does is very unique. What does he do? He lets out blood. That's like a doctor, right? But his waiting room is not like a regular waiting room. Because you have men's waiting room and a ladies' waiting room. You know? Separate even the waiting room. You never thought about that one, huh? How to have a separate waiting room. And now to have a separate waiting one, if a lady needed to take a shot to let out blood, she had a special gown, a robe that was totally covered. Now you go to the doctor, saying he has to take the shot or something like that. They roll up the sleeves all the way to the top and shot. He would have an entire robe that's all over the lady's sni'ut 100%, and where he had to take the shot, there was like a utensil that would go in that, like that what's it called? The cloth, meaning they opened it up like a button up. They open up the button, let's say put it in. Even that was like tiny, enough just to hit the, whatever it is. You know, they open it up, a drop over there, I put it in. And then he had, you have to pay at the end. He had an optional pay if you could afford it. If you could afford it, you pay. Meaning to say the box is outside. The price is, this is what it is, you pay. You don't have, you don't have. You don't have. Correct? That's what it was. So what happened was, this, if you were a rabbi, if you were Talmid Chacham, and you went to take out blood, so he would, not only didn't you have to pay, he pay you, give you money, and you go buy some tea. So Abaye wanted to see what's the deal. He sent 2 rabbis, check it out. And the rabbis, they stayed by his house even. He even covered him with blankets, wool blankets. The next day he took the wool blankets, the 2 rabbis, two chachamim, they took the wool blankets and they started selling it in the marketplace. Who was walking by? Abba Omna. Abba Omna walks by and what do they say? Abba Omna, please. How much are these blankets? How much should we sell them for? Sell them for this amount. How do you know? How do you know how much? How do you know this is what it is? He says, that's how much I bought it for. What? That's how much you bought it for? Yeah. He says, wow, they saw how he didn't get upset. Nothing got angry. Everything was all good. So what did he say? He says, wow, these are really yours? What were you thinking? How come you didn't go like crazy and nuts over the fact that we have your own blankets? What were you thinking? So he says like this. He said, to be honest, I thought that you guys needed money to Pidyon Shavuim, it says. Somebody was captured, you needed money badly, you were embarrassed to ask me, and therefore you did that to sell it in order to get the money, in order to redeem it. That's what I was thinking in my head. So he said, you should know, this is a crazy scoot that you were thinking, and everything like that. But my question that I had in this Gemara was, I don't understand. If you're testing him, if you're seeing the bat kol, yes, how come the bat kol comes out? We told you, how's the bat kol coming out? Because he does all these awesome, amazing things. So if that's the case, just see what he does and that's it. See if it's true. Does he have a separate waiting room for men and ladies? See if he has a separate robe for the Tavis for the lady. See if he has a pushka outside. Why do they have to test him again by taking the blankets and go selling in the marketplace and seeing if it's a sketch, this, that, his own blankets, they take it, they're selling in the market. Has nothing to do. Has nothing to do with the whole story. It has to do with, does he do that, yes or no? Finished.
Wow, same question.
Anybody have an answer for me? And if anybody on Torah Anytime listening, if they have an answer for me, please, Chavod, reach out, give me an answer, please.
Wow.
This is the answer I had. Very strong question. Mike, I guess he's getting up. He can't even. You think, Mike, you have an answer or no? So I'll tell you what I was thinking. And I think this is emet. And before I left the kollel today, a guy was having by the coffee station. I tell, listen, it's around 6:30 right now. I gotta say this kiddush. Tell me if you like it. And he loved it. So I have asked him out by a kollel guy, one of my good friends. Okay, you'll tell us the answer in a minute. Let's just say this one. You ready? You listening, Benishai? Listen, like this.